Hello, welcome to AgDealerTV. I'm your host this week, Scott Garvey. You know, all the big three corporations behind the major farm equipment brands have welcomed new CEOs to the top of the management chart in recent months. CNH Industrial, the company behind the Case IH and New Holland brands, is no exception. Scott Wine took over that position at the beginning of the year. I had a chance to do a long-distance interview with Scott, and we talked about a variety of topics. Included among them was how the company's acquisition of Raven Technologies will affect its relationship with Trimble, the digital partner that had been supplying and still is supplying monitors and the digital technology behind them for all of the brand's equipment. Here's a bit of what he had to say on that topic and a few other things.
So where do you see the brand focusing in terms of new product R&D and development and what the market's going to demand here in the future?
Well, the one thing that we do know is that there's going to be not a tremendous increase in tillable acreage in the world, and there's going to be greater need for food because there's more mouths to feed. And I think that just means that you've got to deliver more productivity and yield from the farmland that exists. And I think we offer a lot of those solutions, whether it's through precision ag or, you talked about it. Some of the combine technology we have is as good as anything in the industry. And if you think about specialty harvesting, where we're especially strong, and continuing to bring out new technology offerings. And then the recent acquisition of Raven puts us in a position, whether it's precision ag or autonomy, to move into an industry-leading position. It's not assured, but it does put us in a position to start to get there.
Now, you mentioned the Raven acquisition. Unless I'm mistaken here, Trimble was your technology partner for a lot of the content that Case IH, at least Case IH, was using. Will that affect that partnership at all?
Rob Painter and I have become reasonably good friends, and I think there's immense opportunities for us and Raven and Trimble to work together to become, really, for me, this is just about bringing the best solutions for our farmers and growers. And, we believe that Ravens and Trimble are going to, obviously, we're going to leverage the hell out of the Raven acquisition after we spent so much money on it. But, we think Trimble can be and needs to be a very important part of our future.
And maybe this is early to ask you, but Raven, of course, purchased the DOT Technologies autonomous seeding drill, and they're talking. They were going to release that and the grain cart commercially here. No specific date set, but we were expecting it in the near term. Will those eventually be branded under a CNH brand, either the New Holland or the Case?
Well, we're evaluating that right now. I think, we're going to continue to leverage the Raven brand. It's very strong. As I talk to dealers and customers, they really appreciate what Raven has done and continues to do for bringing precision tools to the industry. So I don't think that'll change. Much of the DOT platform, it was really, really good at advancing autonomy. But at the same time, it was requiring a complete shift in the types of equipment that farmers buy. So you're creating a market, not just creating a technology. Because they're now part of Case IH and New Holland, they don't need to necessarily create a new platform for it. They actually have a whole playground of new equipment we can. So I think we're going to prioritize things differently. And that, will allow us to leverage both of our brands, but really allow them in putting Raven technology, whether it's precision or autonomy, across our platform.
Do you have any information on when those autonomous systems will be available, or is it still difficult to say right now?
I do have an idea, but I won't say.
Okay, fair enough.
I will tell you it won't be as long as you'd probably think.
Okay.
As soon as we consummated the agreement that we would acquire Raven, the team started working on certain products, and I think we will. It won't be terribly long.
Well, that's it for this episode. For more on my conversation with Scott Wine, tune into a future episode to hear more about what he had to say about the company, his role in it, and his vision for the future. Till then, thanks for watching.